Israel's had a tough go of things. They said that they found a Hamas tunnel 200 yards away from the Al-Shifa hospital. Turns out it was a elevator shaft. Then they went into the hospital, which they claimed included a calendar with terrorist names on it. Turns out that calendar just had the names of the days of the week written in Arabic on it. No terrorist names present whatsoever, unless the terrorists were named Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Then they claimed that they found Hamas weapons and you know, brand spanking new, clean Hamas uniforms inside the Al-Shifa Hospital's MRI center, only to be debunked when Fox News and CNN and the BBC actually went to the scene and noticed that more weapons were hiding behind the MRI machine, meaning that Israel staged the weapons in that very vicinity. Well, now we're moving into a whole new and very dark chapter of the exposing of Zionist propaganda. And that includes what actually happened at the start of all of this, you know, recent chapter of madness, okay? And that was the events that unfolded on October 7th. It was widely reported the day of that nearly 2,000 civilians were killed by Hamas terrorists coming in on paragliders. These paragliding Hamas terrorists, who were armed with nothing but rifles and homemade RPGs, managed to burn and melt hundreds of cars, burn and, melt maybe hundreds of, definitely hundreds of bodies to burnt crisps, and again, killed nearly 2,000 civilians, all right? Now, how do I know that? Because I was debating, you know, Israeli government spokespeople about this very subject as the events were unfolding. They told me, Jackson, do you really condone the fact that Hamas killed, massacred nearly 2,000 civilians? And I said, well, look, we don't really have all the facts yet. There's been widely reported and circulated videos, for example, of Hamas firing an RPG at a car. And that car was purported to be an Israeli ambulance. Turns out it was an Israeli police force's car. So you get the idea. A lot of propaganda has circulated about October 7th, and everything that happened on October 7th is being used to justify the genocide that is ongoing right now. I wouldn't bore you with these facts and these stories if it wasn't so really important to what's happening today. The slaughtering of over 5,000 children in Gaza, over 12,000 civilians in total now, okay? But the most recent developments are actually quite sinister. We've since learned through Israel's official Twitter accounts, they posted the names of those that were slaughtered on October 7th, that over half of the individuals killed were military personnel. This was even shocking news to the BBC smear artist propagandist that was interviewing me and trying to write a hit piece on me. He said, really? Are you making more stuff up? Half of them were military personnel? Prove it. So I sent him Israel's official government post stating that all the names were listed and over half of them were military personnel. He was shocked. Maybe that's why they didn't run the article.